Hey folks, Dell Cullum here, and I've got a great special episode for you. You know that I love Key Largo, and I've come here before to do my wildlife shows. Today I'm here doing one of my historical pieces, and I'm here with Jimi Hendricks, not the guitarist obviously, but famous in his own right. We are sitting here on the original African Queen from the 1951 Humphrey Bogart Catherine Hepburn movie. And how did the African Queen get here? Is this the original boat? What is the story behind this?
Whose boat is this anyway? I asked you on board because I was sorry for you.
Jimmy, kind of give us a little history on the African Queen itself.
Well, the boat was built in 1912. It was owned by the British East Africa Railroad Company. It was originally called the Livingston, or Canby Livingston.
Okay.
The boat was converted from steam to gasoline in 1949. They put a 10 horsepower Kelvin gasoline engine on it. And they used it to run freight and hunting parties up from the end of the railheads in Stanleyville up the Rookie River in Africa. Houston and Sam Spiegel were wanting to make the movie African Queen that was written by C.S. Forrester. He sent his art director into Africa and over to the rail yard, and he says, look, I'm looking for a steamboat that fits Forrester's description, squat, flat bottom, 30 feet long. The guy goes, come on man, this is 1951, we don't have any steamboats anymore, but we have that boat that used to be a steamboat. So that's how the African Queen got into the movies.
Wow. and this is the original boat.
This is the original boat. You can match up rivet patterns from the movie.
So it was just sitting there. Did it have any?
It was a working boat.
Oh, it was. So it wasn't just rotting away.
Right. They actually leased the boat from the railroad to film the movie.
Okay, and then they took it back and used it more after the movie.
Right. And then in 1968, the rail yard donated it to Kampala Lions Club. They auctioned it off. A guy by the name of Fred Wilson bought it and wanted to use it in conjunction with his hunting lodge. There was another guy from San Francisco that wanted it. He said, look, I'll give you another boat to use for the hunting lodge, but I want this boat.
Right.
So they worked out a deal, and he had the boat shipped over to San Francisco. The boat ended up being a judging stand on his horse farm up in Ocala. And so there was an article in the Miami Herald in 1982, I believe, 82, that said the African Queen was mired in mud and rusting away. So my dad, he saw the article in the Herald, went up and talked to Hal Bailey, and he said, well, what do you want for it?
It's kind of a cool story, why your dad wanted to purchase the boat.
Well, he told my mother it was because where else could you get two of the most famous movie names on the same life ring, Key Largo and African Queen. But his real solace to it was that he probably had a love affair with Catherine Hepburn. He'd write her 10-page letters and she'd write him back in one sentence note.
Oh, miss. Oh, have pity, miss.
So Jimmy, you actually do tours during the day, so it's running fine. It's been restored to a point, hasn't it?
It's been restored. We're in need for a new boiler right now.
Okay, just the beauty of it. I mean, look at this. It's just awesome sitting on it.
I'm the captain, that's who. And I ain't taking you along. You'd only be in my way.
I suppose I was in your way going down the rapids. Then what you said to me back there on the river was a lie about how you never could have done it alone and how you lost your heart and everything.
The engine was also 1890s vintage. It's a two-cylinder, double reciprocating steam engine. You notice the front cylinder is smaller and the back cylinder is larger. That's because as you use steam, it expands. So this is a high-pressure cylinder and a low-pressure cylinder. And this is called a system. It would have been 1890s as well.
Wow.
You can see all the workings are exposed.
So the tour, what actually is the tour involved?
Well, we share the history of albums. We share the history of the boat, the history of the movie. We take about an hour and a half tour. We primarily stay in the canal here, but we go out around the first set of channel markers and we come back to the dock. Queen has a top breakneck speed of about 4 knots.
Wow. Hold on to your hats.
But it's a very nice trip back into nostalgia. So.
Not bad. Is it really loud or is it nice?
No, it just goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Yeah, it's just like I thought.
Oh, the only thing loud is the whistle.
Get the opportunity, folks, to come out here and drive on the actual, take a ride on the actual African Queen. The people are awesome. The skipper will set you up with all sorts of neat things. He's got props here where you can pose in the actual positions of some of the famous actors and actresses in the movie, as well as even steer the boat. I mean, I drove this for a good 15 minutes down the canal. I could have did it all day long. It just felt so awesome. So there's plenty of opportunity to get real involved in this awesome piece of history. Okay, folks, let's continue on our little journey. Don't get any leeches on you. So I'm staring, I'm not even paying attention. I'm staring into the wall. I crashed the African Queen. That's my next book.
All this foolish talk about the Louisa going down the river.
What do you mean?
I mean, we ain't gonna do nothing of the sort.
Of course we are. What an absurd idea.
What an absurd idea. What an absurd idea. Lady, you got 10 absurd ideas for my one.
And one other important question. Do you play guitar? No. No. Dang it. That would have been a good thing to do when he was younger. With a name like Jimi Hendricks, I think I would have thought about picking up an axe when I was young. But hey, you did this, and this is great. So Jimmy, how do people come down and visit you and get to take a boat ride and get to learn more about the African Queen?
Well, we're located at the Key Largo Holiday Inn. The physical address here is 99701 Overseas Highway. Of course, that's good old Key Largo. They can come on property and see what's happening at the ticket booth. They can call 305-451-8080 and make a reservation that way.
By the way, the Holiday Inn, best accommodating place I've ever been to in a long time. I mean, they've got 2 pools over there, restaurant, they're doing scuba lessons in the pool right now. The rooms are unbelievable, just such a good place. The plumeria trees, that's a good touch. Those are my favorite. Hope you don't mind, I pulled a few off. Didn't make a lay, but I just love those flowers. You also have the glass bottom boat.
Correct.
Okay, why don't you tell us a little bit of that?
Well, the glass bottom boat, which is docked right in front of us, is the Key Largo Princess. She takes daily trips 10, 1, and 4. They take the 7 miles out to Molasses Reef. There's about a 45-minute ride out to the reef, a 30-minute narrated tour, and then the ride back in. They've also got a cocktail bar and snack bar available on board. And it's, like I said, a 2-hour boat ride, and departs daily, weather permitting.
And how big's the glass?
The glass area on the boat is 280 square feet.
Oh, so you don't, everybody can see.
Yeah, that's in two individual wells. If customers listen, everybody gets it.
Exactly. And I bet it's beautiful out there. I mean, We went scuba diving out there last time we were here to Christ of the Abyss, and it was just magnificent. It was just unbelievable.
It's gorgeous. Every time I go, I've been doing this for almost 35 years, and every time I go out there, I see something new.
Oh, that's when you know you picked the right job. I love it here. I highly recommend folks come down here. It's just a magnificent place, and the weather's great. So, Jimmy, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with us about this treasure. And I hope that folks come out and visit and contribute to such a great historical piece of American movie history. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on our next adventure. We don't know where that's going to be, but you always know it'll be a surprising place, okay? Thanks, Jimmy.